think this goes back to about the year 2000. It's a long time ago. My memory's not great, but I was doing some fundraising consulting at St. Edmunds Academy, and the director of development there was a woman named Charlotte Knowles Higgins, and Char was working with Jody and Tom on the early plans for converting from summer only to full-time school. Char introduced me to Jody and Tom. And then pretty quickly after that, Char and her husband Steve moved to Florida. But my relationship with Jody and Tom and the Academy began then and flourished from that time on. I think over the course of these decades, my involvement at the Academy has been a little episodic, in and out. And I know I've met lots of people over those years who have been so hands-on, instrumental in creating the Academy that it wouldn't have happened without them. And they've been wonderful role models and inspiration for me over the years. So I'm a fundraising consultant by profession. I worked for a company called Ketchum for over 45 years. And so I was an informal advisor to Jody and Tom on a fundraising that was designed to open the first school. And again, my memory is not great because I think this may have been actually the conversion from a rented space in Garfield to the current campus is where I mostly got involved in fundraising. And there was one point along the way where we actually were engaged to do a feasibility study about that major campaign to build this building. And I chuckle because I can remember sitting in a conference room with some very generous, thoughtful, major donors in the community. And when they heard about the plans, they said, this will never work. You know, the scale is too small, it's too expensive, this will never work. And here we are now, 21 years later, thank you. And not only does it work, you know, but it's just a fabulous model. The one is less a memory than it is a observation, I guess. Because I do fundraising for nonprofits, I'm in and out of schools and hospitals and social service organizations all the time. And in most cases, you know, I walk in the front door before COVID in a time coat, or less so since COVID. And often, until I get into the room with the person that I'm meeting with, I'm almost invisible. You know, I walk through a corridor and people walk by. I don't think I've ever walked into the Neighborhood Academy, either in Garfield or in this building, where if I pass a student in the corridor, and often students in multiple groups, they all say hello. Some will stop and say, do you need directions? Can I help you? That doesn't happen many places. It's a real indication of the humanity and civility that is the culture and the ethos of the Neighborhood Academy. It's also going to add too, and I apologize if I'm rambling, but one of the biggest differences between the work as a volunteer or as a consultant that I've done here at the Academy and other work I've done is this may be the only time I've actually been able to be part of creating something from scratch. Most of the work that I do professionally and most of the places where I volunteer or make gifts have been around for generations. You know, they were founded by our parents and our grandparents, and we've been fortunate enough to take a period of time and be the stewards of those organizations for a piece of history. But you know, the Neighborhood Academy is an idea, a concept before Jody and Tom got other people involved in making it happen. And I think when I look back as I continue to age, it's the creation of something this wonderful from an idea that's so great. The Neighborhood Academy has been a source of hope for me for the next generation. Happy 21st anniversary, Neighborhood Academy.